You can't schedule an appointment with illness, an accident, or even death. Life doesn't send you a calendar invite saying, next Tuesday at 3 p.m., a crisis will occur. And just saying God forbid isn't going to stop it if it is meant to happen. This raises a really serious question. Are you just hoping for the best? Or are you actually building a real strategy for your future? Because hope is a feeling, but a strategy is preparation. Let me give you a simple example from the world of nature. An ant never hopes that winter won't come. It doesn't sit around saying, God forbid it gets cold. No, the ant prepares, because the ant understands something fundamental that many of us forget. Life has seasons. There's a summer season, a time when things are good, when you're healthy, when you're working, and money is flowing in. But after every summer, winter always follows. It's a natural cycle. You might be in the summer of your life right now. You feel strong. You're productive. And maybe you catch yourself saying things like, God forbid I get sick. Or God forbid I can't work anymore. But deep down, you know the truth. Winter is a part of life. This isn't a new idea. History has been teaching this lesson for thousands of years. If you remember the story of Joseph from the Bible, Pharaoh had a dream about 7 fat cows and 7 skinny cows. Joseph interpreted that dream. He explained that Egypt would experience 7 years of incredible abundance, followed by 7 years of devastating famine. Now, what did Joseph do? He didn't just say, well, God forbid the famine comes. No. He created a strategy. During those years of abundance, they systematically stored food. They saved. They prepared. So that when the years of famine arrived, the people had what they needed to survive. That ancient principle is still used today. We just call it by a different name, retirement planning. It's the same concept. There will come a time in your life when you're not as productive as you once were. You won't be generating as much income, but your expenses won't stop. You'll still be consuming. That's why preparing during your fat cow years for your inevitable lean cow years isn't about fear. It's about wisdom. It's strategy. Think about it like a soldier in boot camp. A soldier doesn't go into training saying, God forbid the enemy attacks. That would be absurd. The soldier trains relentlessly. They prepare for the worst-case scenario, because there's a powerful saying in the military, the more you sweat in training, the less you bleed in battle. Preparation is the shield that protects you when the fight actually comes. Or what about an athlete? An elite athlete never steps onto the field hoping their opponent goes easy on them. They don't say, God forbid my rival plays their best game. Instead, they train every single day. They study their opponent. They push their limits. Why? Because they understand a universal law: you reap what you sow. If you want to harvest a crop, you first have to plant the seeds. But today, so many people seem to want the harvest without ever planting. They want financial security without saving. They want a comfortable retirement without planning. That goes against the most basic laws of nature and economics. You can't have a child without first creating life. You can't feel full without first eating a meal. And you can't have financial security without first preparing financially. Just saying God forbid is not a strategy, it's wishful thinking. Hope alone will not protect your family if something happens to you, but a financial plan will. Real protection strategies like life insurance, disability protection, having an emergency savings fund, and planning for the long term, these aren't signs of pessimism or fear. They are signs of wisdom and responsibility. Because true financial planning isn't about trying to predict the future. No one can do that. It's about being ready for whatever the future brings, the good, the bad, and the unexpected. It's about building a foundation so strong that your family can withstand any storm. So, I want you to ask yourself this one simple question. Are you just hoping nothing bad happens? Or are you actively building a strategy that protects your future no matter what? Are you living on wishes or are you living on wisdom? Because at the end of the day, hope is not a strategy. Preparation is. If this message made you think differently about your money and your future, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more insights on building real wealth and creating lasting financial security for you and your family. And always remember, hope for the best, but prepare for the seasons of life Thanks for watching.